Hey guys, it's Mr. Zimmerman, and today we're going to look at some of the essential vocabulary for polynomials and get our adventure started. Let's go ahead and dive in. So I want you to understand that when we're breaking apart some of these words and terms, we're going to be talking about a lot of things that you already know, but I'm going to be adding the mathematical terminology. The first one being, what is a polynomial? A polynomial is an expression with one or more terms. If it has one term, it is a monomial. If it has two terms, it's called a binomial. And if it has three terms, it's a trinomial. So I just really need you to know that all of them are considered a polynomial. A monomial is a polynomial. The different parts of pieces of the polynomial are called the terms. I like to think of these as words, and if these terms have the same variables and same exponents, they are called like terms. If the term has a variable, the number multiplying directly in front of the variable is called the coefficient. So I just want to take a moment to look over here. Notice this is one term. This is basically one word. It's the building block of many math sentences. Notice 3 is considered the coefficient, x is the variable, 2 is the exponent, but all of it together, including the sign of a positive 3, make the term. Now, the last thing you should know is that all polynomial expressions should be written in standard form, where the terms are placed in descending order, where it goes from highest to lowest. So you want it like the top, where it says x squared plus x plus 3. You do not want it in any other order, and you should have OCD, where you always want to rewrite it in standard form. Now, I went ahead and described why technically they are standard form, because you might be saying, hey, Mr. Z, there's no exponent for the x or the 3. I just wanted to remind you that all numbers, variable is a number, have a power of 1, and all constants have a variable to the power of 0, because any variable to 0 is 1. Now let's go ahead and continue. Let's see if we can dictate. At this point, pause the video, but if you've completed these vocabulary examples on your own, this is going to be the opportunity where you get to test your stuff. So go ahead, determine whether each polynomial is a monomial, binomial, or trinomial. So I'm going to be writing these guys out, and I count 1 and 2. There's a positive here, and it's going to be a binomial. I'm going to go ahead and look at the next one. One sign, one word, monomial. And then lastly, this last one, x squared minus 2x and 1. The x squared has a plus in front of it. It is 3 words, so it's going to be considered a trinomial. Now, I do want you to know this is in standard form, and I'm glad that you checked. Now below, this is going back into the algebra. What are these terms? Are they like terms, yay or nay? So, if I have 6 squares and 1 square, can I combine them together? Absolutely. Both the variable and the power are the same. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at the next one. So I see that it has a 9x and a minus 3y. And immediately I disqualify it. So both of these are not like terms. The reason being is this is 9 rectangles of a size x, and this is 3 rectangles of a size y. Now, I don't know the size of these, but because I use different letters, they are different sizes. So I cannot combine them. The next one, 8x and 2x cubed. Now, these are not like terms. I know immediately. The reason being is this guy has an exponent of 1. This has an exponent of 3. Therefore, they are not like terms. 2xy and negative 3yx. Now, you might be saying they're not the same, but you got to remember that I'm going to rewrite this one over here. I could rewrite it as xy. That's because terms can be reorganized. Just like over here, I could reorganize it yx2, but notice what this makes it look like. This makes it look like y multiplied by 2 when that is not the case. This is why most mathematicians always put the 2 in the front. That way they don't confuse themselves. So now we're going to keep on going. So now we have to figure out which ones are the coefficients and which ones are the constants. So I know coefficients are going to be the ones that are in front of my letter x. They're cooperating. 7. What type of 7 is it? Positive. I'm going to just keep on going. Here, negative 4. Coefficient? There is none. There's no x's. Here, my coefficients are going to both be, what's in front of here? A positive 1 and a negative 5. Now, my constants is just my numbers, positive 1. Now, I don't see anything, so you might initially say there is none. But technically, we can add in a plus 0, so I would accept either. For my constant, this is going to be negative 9, and then this is going to be 4. Now, finally, we got to go to talking about standard form. Essentially, I want you to rewrite them so that they are going in descending order. You always want the biggest first. So, I'm going to reorganize the whole bit. Notice how I look at it, though. This is one word. This is another word. And this is another word. These words, or terms, I'm going to go ahead and reorganize it. I have to move the whole term, plus x squared, minus 2x, minus 3. Voila. What is the degree? It wants to know the highest exponent. So, what is the highest exponent? 2. Now here for this next guy, it's a standard form. Well, I'm going to go ahead and reorganize it. I see this 8. I'm going to go ahead and identify this term negative 7x. And just like them being words, I'm going to switch the order. What is the highest degree? Technically, negative 7x is the same as negative 7x to the first. So I know that it's to the first degree. Now to end this guy, I got to write this in descending order. I know that this is a positive x, negative 9x to the fourth, positive 6x squared, and then negative x to the third. So I have to move the whole bit. Negative 9x to the fourth, minus x to the cube, plus 6x squared, plus x. What is the degree? To the fourth degree. Now notice, I can call this guy a trinomial. I can call this a binomial. I'm going to call this one a polynomial because it's more than 3. Poly is many. I hope this video was helpful in order to kind of refresh you on some of this essential vocabulary. Watch it once, watch it twice. That's it for now.